Hey, welcome to the Backwoods Gourmet. Right behind me, we just got a box from Lodge. That's containing their new Legacy Series fish pan. Today we're going to unbox it. We're going to do an initial review on the pan, and we're going to cook on it for the first time. So y'all stay tuned. So let's go ahead and get this rascal out of the box here. It's pretty heavy. I'm sure the UPS man and the FedEx guys around coming to my house, they all hate coming to my house because they know whatever I get, it's usually going to be heavy. So it's an outside box with an inside box inside. You can see it says a Lodge Legacy Series cast iron fish pan. All right, let's go ahead and open this rascal up. You guys, man, that's big. That's really big. You can feed a lot of people in that guy. And if you've watched any of my other Lodge product reviews, you'll know that these are the same handles that come with the Lodge Cook It All. Okay, so we're gonna just leave those in a bag. I already have a set of those out. A few little flakes and bits in here, and then they actually have this unfortunately glued. Well, I guess that's that stuff that peels up. Not too bad. Alright. Alright, and it comes with a little book here. We'll open that up in a minute, but let's look at the initial quality of the casting. So the quality of the casting I see so far is about the same as every other Lodge product that I bought. Lodge did send this to us to review. Okay, I guess they finally watched enough of my cast iron videos that they thought it was a good idea to send us some stuff over to take a look at. So it has that normal, not as bad, you know, it's a rough surface, but it's not nearly as rough as the China-made stuff. Okay, the off-brand other than Lodge. They do tumble these in some media, you know, they knock down the real high spots. They're not smooth, so don't expect to get a smooth one. And, you know, their reasoning behind that, it helps to hold their pre-seasoning on the pan better so that they can get it to you without any rust or anything like that happening on it. We usually take these right out and season them first. Today, we're not going to do that. So, you know, it doesn't always come over on video, so if y'all are wondering how big this thing is, it's pretty big. Total width at the top about 10 3/4 inches wide, and that bad boy is 18.5 inches long. Okay, you can cook for a huge dish or a good sized fish, you know, either baked or fried whole right in that bad boy. And it probably would work really good on a sportsman's grill, using a sportsman's grill as a stove, but it's also big enough to sit on your camp stove and span both burners. So you could set that right on your camp stove and you'd have a burner here and here to keep the grease hot and cook for a lot of people right out of this cast iron. Today we're going to do a vegetable spatchcock chicken. We're going to do a bed of vegetables in the bottom here and some bacon and spatchcock a chicken. We're going to put it right here and we're going to cook it on the Weber kettle. So don't go anywhere. All right, so we got started out with about 3/4 of a chimney of Kingsford in our Weber charcoal chimney. Get that lit. We're going to divide that evenly in half on both sides of the grill. And then we're going to try to regulate the temperature at 400. So I got the bottom vents about halfway open. Let's go ahead and stick the grill on it. We're going to put them in there where we can feed some wood chips down there, maybe get a little smoke. Let's go ahead and open that top vent all the way and watch our temperature. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and prep the dish. I'm just going to take some olive oil spray, and I'm just going to spray the inside of the pan and the bottom, obviously. Again, we did not pre-season this pan at all. This is right out of the box, just washed. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay me down right down the middle here a row of jowl bacon. This is hog jowl, pre-sliced. Go ahead and make a full row right down the center from beginning to end. Doesn't matter if he wants to go side to side. I think if you put 2 layers you could cover the whole bottom, but that might be too much oil. So gonna do now is we got, this is celery, garlic, sliced garlic, and carrots. I'm gonna go ahead and just sprinkle them around the whole pan. I got some, these are some baby white potatoes. I'm gonna kind of leave them out by the edges. And just kind of evenly spread them out around the edges. Then I have some green cabbage, and I'm gonna sprinkle that down the middle and around some of the sides. Just throw it in there. Doesn't really matter on this. All right, so that's all just regular raw veg. So we're gonna come in with Seminole Swamp Seasoning, our favorite seasoning. If you'd like to try Seminole Swamp Seasoning, we do a giveaway once a month. But if you're not sure about your chances of winning that giveaway, leave a comment. That's going to be your chance to win. But if you don't win and you still want to try it, check out the link down below in the description box, or go to SeminoleSwampSeasoning.com and tell them where you heard about it. All right, we've got that done. Got Seminole Swamp Seasoning, and here's some chicken broth. Gonna pour that over the top. That's gonna give it some moisture. And now it's time to spatchcock our chicken and get them on top. So I know a lot of you guys just said, what? He's putting onions there. What are we gonna do about that? Yeah, you're right, I didn't. Putting onions in it. Yeah, we need to go to the store. So let's just walk right outside the studio right here to our onion patch. And then we got some spring onions here. Some of these are starting to mature. They did not do as well as I had hoped this year. Literally planted them too late. I want one with a nice good standing top on it though. So let's go in and hey, he looks like a good candidate right there. So we'll clean this guy and we'll put him right in there with our chicken. So what I'm going to do now is show you how to spatchcock a chicken, and if you don't know what that is, I'm fixing to show you. And basically what we want to do is take this backbone out so that we can lay him out flat where he'll cook more evenly. Now if you got some of these good kitchen shears like this, that will sometimes work. You just grab him right here by his nubbin and just slice up right beside the backbone. These are kind of cheap ones, and they work okay to get them started back in the thin bones back here, but can be a little difficult once you get up by the thigh. There we go, we got him that time. Going right through the rib bones. Or if you don't got one of those, just use a nice sharp chef's knife, just like this Michelangelo. And you can kind of cut the meat first and then just go right down through it. And you pull that whole backbone right out of the chicken just like that. Put that over here. Looks like we got some, that's the oyster, we call it. You think it don't look good, go ahead and pull it out. Now to get him to lay down, you got this breastbone in the middle, okay? So that's when you really do need a knife. And we're gonna cut through the breastbone. A little pressure right through the breastbone gently. You don't want to cut it all the way open, okay? And then just clean up any of these little bits. Extra fat, if you want to take that off, go ahead. These little dark red bits, what we call it oyster, those are really delicious in your soups, stews. Any other thing that don't look pretty. This is not going to be a presentation side, so don't worry about it too much. So the next thing you don't want to do is just season this guy pretty generously. Again, we're using the same seasoning. That's the Seminole Swamp Seasoning. I don't want to put this on here too thick. It is a bit of salt. This is the no MSG version. So if you're allergic to MSG, which I know some people are, then this would be a good choice for you. He has been sometimes running this on sale because it's not that big of a seller, but check out SeminoleSwampSeasoning.com. I'm going to leave you the link right down in the description box below. And make sure you tell Jimmy McDaniels, aka Thunder Bear, where you heard about us, where you heard about his product. We've been using this pretty religiously for about 5 or 6 years here on YouTube, and I wouldn't use it if I didn't like it. So all we need to do now is take our chicken and lay them skin side down right across those veg. All right, and you remember we had this spring onion, so we're gonna go ahead and split this and lay it on both sides, leaving that root attached so it stays together. All right, our grill's setting perfect 400. I had to choke it off just a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and open that top vent back up. Take the lid off. Now we're gonna set this pan right down the middle. And you know what, it might not completely fit under there, but we're gonna find out right now. And it does just. Doesn't fit completely tight, but it's going to be tight enough to make it an oven. So with a little finagling of the pan in there and the lid, I was able to get it all the way seated on there, so it just barely fits on the 22 Weber Kettle Grill. Okay, so we got it on the Weber Kettle Grill, setting at 400. Just keep an eye on that. We're going to set our timer 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, we're going to flip it very carefully so that we don't tear that skin, and then we're going to let that skin get brown and crispy. But doing it from the skin side down first and letting that get going is going to help render that fat out of the skin and make the skin nice and tender, and that's what we want in the end. This might not work perfectly every time you try to do it. I'm going to lift it with my tongs. I'm going to put my big spatula under. Then I'm going to turn it over just like that without trying to tear any of the skin. So we did put a little bit more moisture back in there. And now it's only going to take a few more minutes to brown off this skin side. So we're going to go ahead and get a little bit of butter while we're waiting on that to happen, for basting that skin side, and that's going to make it look even more awesome. Put it back on. There they go. Well, we're getting close to done here, so I brought over my corn in the husks. It's a good old sweet corn there. Lay it right over the hot fire. On this, not to color. I would love All right, folks, time to plate this up Backwoods Gourmet style. We're gonna go right over here in our pan, and oh man, that's just like, it's pull apart tender. Then we're gonna get a beautiful leg quarter from our chicken right there. Man, does that look awesome or what? Then we're gonna come in here, get some little bit of that bacon. roasted potatoes, a little cabbage. Okay. Oh, one of those spring onions. Okay. Just lay that right in there. Okay. Now we got our roasted corn that we put right up there on a Weber kettle. I'm gonna go ahead and just separate that off here. Wow, whew, nice and hot. All right, strip that back and snap that off. There. Now let's go over to the grill and get our little tiny lodge out. Get some butter. All right, so you know we need a little butter on that corn. Right out of that melted butter right off the grill. There you go. That's how you can use that Lodge Legacy Series fish pan to make a beautiful spatchcock chicken. So, just a little piece of that chicken, see if it picked up any of that smokiness. Oh my God. Oh, last thing, a little bite of that corn. That was heaven. That's done perfectly. You know, we stuck that on there to last, you know, maybe 10-15 minutes, just enough to get it hot through, and that's what I like it, where it's still, you know, a little sweet, not mushy. So if you like to make this yourself, you don't have to have the equipment we have here today, and you don't have to do it outdoors. This is a thing you can do with any kind of pan you have. If you don't want to do it outdoors, you can do it in the oven just as easily. But I hope you go and try it for yourself. So overall, I think the Lodge cast iron fish pan worked pretty good for what we did with it here. So I can't wait to try out some fish with it. Cleaned up really nice with just the Lodge brush and a little hot water. I'm not going to re-season it this time because, like I said, next time we're going to fry some fish, and that's going to help your seasoning. So thanks for watching the Backwoods Gourmet. If you like what we're doing, please smash that like button right down there. If you want to subscribe to our channel, you can do it right over here. And don't forget to ring your bell so you don't miss out to see some more great cast iron and cooking videos. Going to be right up there. And for a whole playlist of cast iron and Dutch oven cooking, going to be right up there. We'll see you next time.